Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome back to Cities Skylines. As I promised at the end of last episode, the beginning of this one was going to be a time-lapse of just sort of re-planning out the roads for the city because I spent a whole episode doing it before already, and then it kind of turned into me deleting all of them and redoing it. So I didn't want to waste too much time doing that. So this time-lapse is only about like 5-ish or so minutes. So if you want to skip it, go ahead, feel free to do so, and then we'll jump into real time for the rest of the episode. But this beginning bit, all time lapse, just to get stuff done a little bit quicker. Again, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but time lapses are not going to be something that we do that often. Although having said that, we've done 2 in a row, but it's not going to be something we would do that often just because it's not really the way I like to do these series. But I kind of felt like I owed you to get some progress, considering I deleted half of it. I was like, yeah, maybe we'll do that again. So at the beginning, I mean, we've completely gone past it now, but at the beginning on those 2 little roads, I actually added all that decoration in the middle, like the hedges and the trees and some overpasses for pedestrians, because I noticed that a lot of the cars were slowing down trying to get past because of people crossing the road. So I decided to do some overpasses instead, so that they could use that. And then the traffic was able to flow a little bit nicer, especially because we're doing this huge downtown area or this higher density area. I knew the traffic's going to increase there, so we want to make sure it keeps flowing as best as it can with the roads that we have. Obviously all the roads in this region are pretty small in terms of like through all the small towns, so we don't want to overload them too much. We're trying to provide as many connections and different routes to get places with the smaller roads because we still want that sort of small town vibe across the map. Obviously this is going to be a bigger city or a bigger town probably. It's not going to be huge. It's definitely bigger than anything we've done so far though, so get excited for that. You can see the roads we're sort of planning out here, basically using the central park as the focal point of this build. Or of this town, like it's the town center, essentially. The big central park's right there. We're building everything around it. The idea is to have the densest buildings right in the middle around the park and then slowly sort of taper off into like lower density, like suburban sprawl and all that, and connecting through to some other towns. Pretty much what we plan here is, I think, going to be the size of the city. I mean, we might add a few more spaces here and there, but we'll see how we go. But just doing the main or the central station for this town now, I really wish I didn't have 6 tracks because I think 6 tracks is probably a few too many. But we're using them anyway. We're going to utilize them anyway. We'll see what we can do. We'll visually connect them all up. Whether or not we use all the platforms or not, I don't know. But I decided that it was best to have it off to the side here, which I explain a little bit more later on as we get into the real time, so I won't go too much into that. But I wanted to have these rails coming across the highway so we could get to the other side. And so instead of using like a terminal station, I wanted to use like a station that the trains could go through and continue on. So it was just a stop rather than a terminus, which I thought would be a pretty good idea so we can service the rest of the map anyway. But that's pretty much it for this little time lapse. We've got a lot of roads planned out, and now let's go ahead and get into the real-time part of the episode and start zoning some of it and get some houses in there. Hell yeah! right, now that we have the whole sort of, well, not the whole layout, but there's some sort of layout happening throughout the city, we can kind of get into the actual zoning of the space. I've just realized looking at this now, I was spending a lot of time doing this, but we could get a few more pathways around here. Just wanted to make this place easy to get around. Like, we started doing it over here, which is pretty good. I think for the most part, it's pretty good, though. We don't... I just really want to get some pathways in the same spots here so we can get some ability to walk through this section here somewhere. So like that'll connect it up. I really can't be bothered to do all of these right now. But then I'll probably never do it, and then it will be that thing of like, I should have done it a while ago. Now, the other thing, I might have mentioned in the time-lapse, I don't know yet, I haven't recorded it yet, but there's currently no way to, and people mentioned this last time too, there's no way to do a U-turn if you come out of this spot here. I mean, I guess ideally what I should do is probably just change the direction of this road. No, I want this one here. Change the direction of this road. Instead of going up, it just goes back down. So then it goes down all the way around. So then if you come out of this place, you pull out, you can actually go there and just do a U-turn. That's probably the easiest way to do it. I should probably do the same thing here. So flip the direction of this road so it goes up instead of down. Because then you get the same sort of thing where if you're at the end and you want to do a U-turn, you can actually just go back. Actually, no, you can't, because that just ends up here. Well, you know what? I'll probably connect this over here, so that probably makes sense. Although I kind of wanted to keep these roads separate almost. Oh, I guess it's, you know what, it's alright, because if you come out of this place, wherever you come out, I guess at the moment is at the top, which is kind of dumb, because if you just want to go there, then you have to go all the way up and come back out. You know what, I'll flip this one back, because I think this one was fine the way it was going. It was fine that way. So it's going to go down, because then they can just actually just come out here, and then just pull out over this way, and then go around. And that'll probably work fine. What I do want to do, though, is go through some of these areas and adjust some of these lanes, so that doesn't go forward, that only turns right, and then that's fine, then that's fine. And here I want that to only be a left-hand lane, just so they get in the lanes they need to be and they don't get like sort of stuck behind other cars. Cool. All right, so what I want to do is not have a weird tutorial for a 4-lane bus road thing. There we go. Good. We should probably get some zoning going on. I want to do high density, but I've done my custom theme here, so we should only get, and I want all these roads back here to be the sort of high density residential. We should only get the sort of desert themed high density residential, which I'm not, well, I guess we'll see which buildings we get. They're going to be tall-ish buildings, but nothing humongously tall. I think that's probably one of the tallest buildings we'll get. Now, I obviously don't want the whole of this area to be high density, but a lot of it is going to be. There's no power here, but if I connect, oh wait, there's actually no power on that either. There's no power in any of these places yet. I might actually just do smaller houses here, just because it's nearer the highway. So it's sort of getting a little bit less. Then over this side, we'll get, should we do high density here? I don't know, I'm not actually sure, but for now we'll just do commercial like this. Through this area and fill out that. And obviously we need to get like, I was going to do trams actually through this area. And I was thinking, you know what, that will be good. But then I don't know, it didn't seem like it would work very well because there's like a lot of intersections. And I think it would probably be better off just getting some buses around this place. And that would probably work just fine too. Now, if I can get some power, I really should get the mod that allows me to go underground with these things again. So I'm just going to have to rip it across the land. My land! We're going to go straight this way, I guess. If we go straight over to the train station, we're currently doing anarchy to get there, but turn it off. So we'll do something stupid like that. Hopefully someone builds here. It doesn't appear that they're going to. Because hopefully we can bridge the power gap of the highway. Someone builds like right... Oh, there we go. Yes! Beautiful. Alright, so that'll all power up. At the moment, it doesn't make a lot of sense because we've just got random high density in the middle of nowhere. But it'll sort of start crawling towards this area. Which will be a little bit nicer. And yeah, so with all these train lines that we got in at the moment, obviously I've just sort of laid them in. I would suggest that we don't do it right by the downtown, like right in the center, which makes sense. It also means it's easier to sort of get... I thought this area right here would actually be a really good like train hub because it's on the other side of the highway, so we don't have to put much over here. It's also this very small kind of room, and we had the train cut out there, so I thought it would actually work quite well. Don't know where the rails are going to go because we're right on the edge of the map. I mean, obviously one rail will probably come around the city and go down this way somewhere. Then we've got 2 others that are going this way, and 3 that are going... I don't know if we'll use them all, but I mean, they can just go into the mountain and not go anywhere. I think we should probably have one that connects to the region. That makes a lot of sense. We got that line there. We got these 3 going this way, though, which is a little bit more interesting. Now, I do want to see if we can connect. We're going to probably have to rezone some of this area down here, too, to make it a little bit more appropriate for the clientele we're going to have down here. So this over that side. I'm going to bring it across as a bridge. I know everyone loves my train work, so go up. 20. want it kind of level, but I guess it does have to start coming down, so we'll make sure it does actually slope down a bit. I think that's a pretty good looking bridge. I don't know if that's in the right spot. We might adjust the end of it a little bit, but that's where it needs to go. Then this is going to really have to go all the way across here. It's basically going to be ripping through this area. It's going to have to, essentially. And maybe, well, hang on, if we go to here, so if we go down 20 meters, do you reckon that's too steep? Obviously, we're going to have to move some of this stuff out of the way. Let's go to like 30 meters to that point. Alright, so excuse me guys, I gotta come through here now. Hopefully we're not in the way of the school. Now it is gonna be, and I think basically what's gonna happen, I think what we're gonna do, let's go down to 20 meters there. Is that column really just gonna go right in the way there? Come on. So we can go all the way to there, but that's too far, I think. Oh wow, no. Oh no, I didn't mean to go 20 meters. It was 30, wasn't it? Whoops. Okay, let me do that again. Go here. 30. Then we're going to basically do a nice big curve that comes around. This is basically what it's going to have to be. I think we're going to redevelop this area to industrial. It just makes a lot more sense. In which case, it might even be worth having two bridges here, one for the passenger line and one for industrial line. Especially, you know what, let's actually start working on this now so we can get it planned. Oh, we don't even have it yet. Oh, damn. Okay, we can't get the cargo hubs. Well, I want to get cargo hubs down over here and shipping areas. So I think we'll have to make sure we get a rail over that way as well. I think this will be okay. I think this will work. So let me actually just get rid of this rail. I mean, we could still continue that one out that way, but let me just get it out of the way for now. Because we need that space to build a rail. So, we go here. Do I have road guides on? I do, but it's not. Oh, I think it's, yeah, it's directly in line with this one, so that's fine. If we do that, we don't want to go all the way down because that's going to be way too much. But we will go... Oh, actually, have a look. Is that... Actually a pretty similar angle to what we've already got, so maybe... I don't know if it makes sense to have a bridge that's curved like that, though. I think it might make more sense if it was just elevated. What am I? I'm no expert. Who the hell am I? You know what? Why don't we use some of the some of these guys? It's gonna be way too tall. Oh, the other thing I don't like about that is like when it transitions, it goes flat. So you know what? Let's just use a regular rail. If it didn't do that, I would totally use some brick, but it looks a bit weird. Okay, so that means we have this huge rail that sort of goes up and over, which I think is alright. I think it looks alright, especially once this becomes an industrial area. I think it'll make more sense. So we'll sort of transition this soon until we have we need to replace the residential, I think, first. So I think I want a second bridge, which is gonna have to be on the inside of this one. So if we go here, let me just make sure these start at the exact same point because I want to same height and everything. So that's going to be there. We're going to go here. This is going to be a bridge, not a tunnel. Bridge across to, it was this point, I believe. I think it was to here. It was 40 meters. No, it can't have been to there. That wouldn't make sense. Yes, it was. Okay, good. And then here to down to 30 meters. Bridge positioning. Oh, actually, I guess when I do this section, it'll probably be fine. Now, this one, I actually want it to go... It really needs to come down and then be over that way. Which, I don't know. Should we follow the bridge all the way down to the ground and then sort of take it across? That's probably the best way to do it. So maybe, let's go to the ground. Let's go to... This is where we're joining. This one's actually going to technically be a little bit steeper. So, that one's there. The other one is actually kind of hard to get to that. It is there. Okay, that totally works. Alright, so if that goes there, then... needs to get over there, like towards the water eventually. I mean, which I guess we don't need to do it now. Maybe if we just leave it there for now instead of trying to muck around with that. Now these guys, I think I might even just remove those end bits. And then let me just level some of this space out so we have them all in the same position at the end here. A bit more space. Because I think what we'll do, I'll probably take this rail here. This one might actually come around and connect over that way instead. which I think will probably be a better idea. Okay, so this guy is going to go... So the problem is, actually, it's already way past where this is. I can technically curve it from that point to there, which is a little... Get back even one further. I kind of like it there. Okay, in that... Oh, you know, actually, you know what we could do? No, this could still work. That one's there. Where's the other one? It's somewhere. I can't see it, though. It's not giving me the line. Where's the line, dude? Gonna be there somewhere. Whatever. Okay, this will all be elevated for now, but it won't be in a second because most of it's flat, as you can see, which is fine. Then this is going to go... Where's my line? Dude, give me a line. Give me a hit of that line. Right. Oh, man, it's annoying when it doesn't snap for you. Okay, well, it works. I don't know if it's exact, but it shall do. Okay, then these guys, to this point, are going to be on the ground. I was thinking maybe we can actually just take this one down underneath, because it needs to go this way anyway, and it could sort of run along the side here. Maybe even as like a brick kind of one going along the cliff side. Could be kind of cool. Don't know how well this will work, but... Hey, remember that thing about train episodes and how everybody loves them? We're doing more. I mean, it could look kind of cool. I don't know how realistic this would be, but to be honest, I'd probably just tunnel it. If we do something like this, it's going to have to be a straight slope. Be even cooler if we get a road next to it, though, won't it? So maybe we do that. All right, no, you stick to the ground at this point. Oh, that's kind of way too steep. Let's smooth that out. But yeah, it'd be really cool, like, have a road, like, sort of a little bit lower down to it that runs alongside it. Like, I think that'd be super cool. That's obviously all over the place there. So we obviously need to get this to come up as well. But not too high that it goes underneath. Well, it can't get underneath there, I should say. It also needs... So it needs to go... Here's the thing. It needs to go underneath. Also needs to start turning. Like, it needs to do a fairly big, like, curve, which I guess we can do. We just have to make sure it is... Yeah, straight slope, but not to 5 meters high, because that's the problem. And actually, what we could do is just go... Well, if we just do... Hang on, let's just do Anarchy. There. That's a pretty good slope. Then obviously what we have to do in this one is elevate this up. And then... Oh yeah, good. Got rid of that anyway. Okay, perfect. Then that goes underneath. Obviously we have to transition this to brick underneath, otherwise it looks dumb. I don't know if it's going to be going down too steep or... I think that's actually okay. And then obviously we'll just have to adjust that all the way along. But that could be kind of cool. I don't know that this is the final thing, but apparently we've gotten into trains again, which is fine. We need to do trains. I don't need the upgrade. I want this. Straight slope up to there. So that'll sort of meet at the same height. You know what? Actually, this one might look cool with the brick next to it instead. Maybe not that bit. If I can cut it like there, it'd be like perfect. Or... just do... That one's also sort of uneven, but it's probably fine. That's kind of cool. I like it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. You might not like that bit, but I think it'll look. I think this will look okay actually when we change it. We're gonna have to change that up, obviously. Now this over here, again, I think with a road would be beautiful. Not right now though, because that's gonna take some finesse to get that right. Now, do we just go straight up? Probably. Go here, but let's stick it to the ground. Well, I think we have to be a little bit lower. Let's go down to like 10 meters, 11 meters maybe. Yeah, that's a good thing. And then we'll smooth out a lot of this land here as well, just so it's a little bit more than that. And this is going to come along to get this actually running. Well, actually, I don't want it running parallel because we need to meet it up over there. Maybe we come... Oh, you know what? Let's go underneath because if we just do something like this, come all the way underneath. Up to... Well, first of all, up to ground level. It's going to have to be all the way over here. That. Do I have prop anarchy on? No, I don't. Good. Go to there. That's actually working pretty well. And this is going to provide that connection to the regional line. I don't know if it's the best way to do it. I mean, you know what? It's absolutely not the best way to do it because we could just do a tunnel there. But I think it's a cool way to do it. That is fine by me. I'm gonna come up to... Now, the problem with this one is... Go straight along to, like, here. Now, the problem with this one is... the last bit is a little steep, but also... These connections are not going to be ideal. Yeah, it's not going to join very beautifully, I don't think. So either... I have to go like this, and then I have to go like that. And then this one is really going to have to be like a freaking sharp turn just to get to there. Which in cities it works, but it's not particularly beautiful thing, I don't think. Maybe bring this one down a little bit here, because it's a little too high up is the problem. Better. I mean, it'll work, is the thing. Both ways. I don't know if maybe we should smooth that out at some point. Now, this rail goes here. I actually don't want this rail connecting to other platforms because I don't want to connect the regional rail to any of the local rail. So then that can come in here. That will stop there. That'll allow intercity trains to that platform. These guys here can both cross over. I don't know where those are going yet, but that'll provide a connection. Let's actually connect up this line because people might use it. But this is... Wait, hang on. Which rail is this using? It's using this one here. So it's going to be the very outside. Right there. Nice. Yep. Yeah, I know you guys are mad because you lost your stop. But now you're going to get 2 stops. We're definitely going to need more trains on that line, I reckon. There's also a lot of cars coming down this way. I guess they're all going over to the city. Might be building up. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's also a problem. We're seeing people stopping here to turn right. Instead of just going forward. Whoops, sorry. Because they're going right and forward in the same lane, which is never a good thing. Also, you can absolutely enter this intersection when there's another car there. Sorry. Yeah, that's fine. Better. Yeah, because then they sort of get in the lanes they need to be rather than slowing down and getting stuck behind other people. Oh, yeah, what I should also do the same thing here. The left-hand lane. Then I wouldn't mind saying these guys just give way. Same with these guys. Rather than the other way around, which I saw a second ago. Okay, cool. All right, so that's running. These guys are over here. There's a lot of cars driving around over here. A lot of people, I guess because it's got a left and right, so they have to like smudge over immediately. It is a... I don't think this is an ideal intersection that I've done there. I'm going to be honest. Also, a lot of people are still doing that U-turn thing by the looks of it, where it's like they can't U-turn coming out of this way. So they're coming all the way back. Actually, let me have a look. So if we go here... I think... Well, these ones are actually fine. I feel like on this road here... No, there's actually... anyone doing U-turns. I guess if they're doing a U-turn, they'd go here. It's a little closer, isn't it? Yeah, they're going down there and doing a U-turn. No, I don't know. They were just driving that way for some reason. Now, it'd probably be a good idea to get more lanes on these exits. I did actually think of that earlier, but I totally forgot to do it. So just to get some more lanes so they get in the turning lane that they want to be in. Probably similar thing over... Oh, wait. I never even flipped these things around the right way. Whoops. That's going to go that way. That probably explains as well why they are... coming the wrong way. Oh, not coming the wrong way, but coming from interesting directions. That needs to flip around. Like from over here, like they're coming to there instead of just going to this exit. It's because they can't get to that exit. That explains that. There we go. That's much better. That's right, isn't it? So they come off this way, go up. A little messy there, but it's okay. All right, so we don't have any services over here either yet. How's this park going, by the way? It's getting visitors. We also don't have any public transit. People using this? 95. Okay. Also, we should definitely have crossings. Although they appear to be able to cross there anyway. But I want to have a crossing right in front, just so there's a visual one. Because I can't see that one, but they appear to be fine. So, hey, there goes that train. Now, actually, this line, probably line details. We have 3 trains on it. That sub's got almost 200 people on it, so let's add another train, because that's clearly not enough. I think we need at least 4 trains on this line. And they are actually pretty evenly spaced, so it's not too bad. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing if we're going to have, like, a train coming from the region as well, because now that we actually have a passenger line that connects into the city... Nah, no one's using it. Nah, they don't want to use it anyway. Okay, cool. Well, let's have a look. So this area, see, I want to start probably filling in this place. You know what, I was going to say, let's... Wait, actually, I was going to say we don't really need parks, but because we have this. But that's barely doing anything for that. We do need more parks. Let's get a, these. Biodome and vertical farm. Where's the, let's get a basketball court. That's not a bad one. That's always fun. Do we do this near the other park, or should we spread them out a little bit? Yeah, I was thinking it'd be kind of cool. Well, let's get a basketball court like that, because that fits in really nicely. Let's get out a... Where's the skate park in this place again? I can't remember. Is it in here? Oh, it is. Skate park kind of over here. It just seems a little bit more... Well, this is more commercial, and I don't know. Like, I mean, skate park's definitely a residential thing, but I think it's kind of cool. I just don't skate... You know what? That's going into the highway. Let's not do it. I was going to say, just be careful. Let's get it... Maybe just over this side of the city. Let's get it on this... Not on the street corner. It seems a bit... Be like there. And have like a pathway coming through. A little bit easier to get to. Do that. Turn off road guides. Go through here. Get a crossing right about there. Okay. So people can go that way. So there's a lot more residential demand that we still need to fulfill. So I think I want to go here and here. Get that as commercial. Yeah. Maybe back down to smaller builds right there alongside the highway, because it's not an ideal place to live. Yeah, and like I said, I don't want everything to be high density either. Oh, hello, big city! Hey, we got the floating garbage collector finally, and the contemporary... what am I saying? Cryopreservatory. Cryopreservatory, yep. That right. Good. Hey, we got a crematorium too, finally, and the water treatment. Awesome. Because a lot of people are saying get rid of these pipes. Well, I mean, we couldn't because we didn't have anything else to replace them with, except for maybe the super expensive one. Oh no, we are using the super expensive one. What am I talking about? So we couldn't do anything about it, but now we can. So let's get rid of all of these. I also want to have a look around the map real quick. We'll get rid of those. Hang on. We could dump it further down here, like do the treatment further down. But it's just going to, I think it's just, well, I was going to say it's going to cost us money, but we have like $1 million. It's probably fine. But it's just because everything else flows that way. There's no other, like, as far as I'm aware, there's no other, like, lake or anything anywhere, is there? And I know we could make our own lake, but it is, to be fair, it is a desert map, so I don't really just want to be creating lakes all over the place. So, I forgot about that place. So maybe we just do a thing over here. Do power lines and all that. You know, let's just put it here for now. So these will be way cleaner. Let me get rid of most of these too. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Get rid of all these. Now, how many of these do we need? I don't know. You know what? Let me unpause. I'm going to go 1. We're going to need at least 2. Probably more than that, but we're going to go for that for now. To see what the capacity is of the 2. At least 3, by the looks of it. Okay. We get this a little further up. You know what? Go away. Go away. Power line's right my way. Oh, it's rotating so weirdly. Damn it. I mean, I guess I can use move it to fix it. Probably 4, I'll be honest. I got a 4th one over here. Alright, so we're going to go like that. And then I'm just going to go here and just at least rotate them the same way. Because it's so complete. Oh, whoops. Oh, no. No! Ah! I didn't know pressing Y did that. Okay, anyway, here. Rotate that. Move you there. Good. That. Move there. Better. Better. Okay. Oh, wow. There's like little connection points like still over there. Interesting. Still work if I do this? Obviously it's not connected to power, but do that. Does it still work? Alright, so that should be better. Okay, so those are going to be still dirty, but cleaner than we had before. Now, we can also, because we've just unlocked it, use our floating garbage collector, which I hope is going to... Let me turn off Anarchy, because I don't know where this can go. So what if we put this here? Because there... Oh, yeah, that totally does clean it. That's awesome. It's going to cost us some money, though. 1,200... Well, almost 1,200. 1,100 a week. So if we ended up catching all our poop right here, so we treat it and then catch it on these 3, we should have a much cleaner river. I mean, I guess I could have put these closer. You know what? Probably makes more sense. I just put it like right in front of it. So basically, we're treating the water and then treating the water again to keep it cleaner. It's going to be so much more expensive. Yeah, our income has gone down so much. But look how much cleaner the water is. Look at that. At least on that point. It looks like there's some escaping there. We'll have to get another one. Alright, so that's pretty cool. I like that. This area is coming along too. It's alright. Now, I wouldn't mind getting some industrial over here. I did say I wanted to get some specialized industrial that isn't like on specialization, but I guess this isn't the place for it. So I'm just going to do some regular. You know what? That's a little close. There. There. So we'll get some industrial here because I think this is a good spot because it's across the highway, near the train line. Not exactly going to be affecting residents, so I'm pretty happy with that. And it's, yeah, got highway connections, so that's pretty good. I was planning on doing some industrial over this way too, I think. But the city itself is pretty nice. Got all these trees everywhere. It's very green for a desert city, so that's pretty impressive. Now up this way, I think maybe... See, I want this area to probably be more low density sprawl, or at least there should be, I guess there should be a little bit more high density from the city, right? We get a little bit more like around the park, and then, so the park will sort of be the highest concentration of it. And then we'll sort of start spreading out. Let's just do commercial all the way around this, because I think that makes sense. All the way around like that, so just surrounding the park. We could even do some offices, but I don't think we really have much education in this city, so might not do that. We get high density residential to there. It's auto-saving though, to there. And some down this way as well. So, and like that. Maybe all through the back as well. Maybe a little bit more down this way. That's kind of all I want to do coming down this way, and then actually just bring it down to houses, I think. But I also don't want to overdo it, but I think it should look okay. We can definitely get some low density commercial along here too. Commercial strip heading up that way. Then some residential here. Not a lot of demand for residential now though, because we have kind of fulfilled it. As for this area back here, because it is right by the highway, I don't know that I want to do some tiny houses in there. That'll be nice. So this is all going to be residential sprawl through the area. And I think even down here could be a nice... Because this road kind of looks like a pretty good connection point between this main road and there. So I think... section, actually all of that in there be good. Don't know why... Oh, because there's an intersection. I was going to say, I don't know why there's not really zoning there. Anyway, so a lot of commercial around all of that. So we do have a lot of industrial demand, so we do need to focus on that probably next episode, because I'm going to leave this part here. But make sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. That's a lot cleaner. I want to get some more of those. Oh, we do have enough money now. I was gonna say, we weren't really making enough money to do that. We also need to basically fill in those gaps and see if we can get it pretty much clean. And then when we can eventually do complete clean sewage treatment. Look at that. That's much better. And we'll probably move that as well somewhere further away, so it's not right there. But for now, it's looking pretty good. So obviously we're going to have to do some bus lines through here, because at the moment there's nothing. We have a train heading here. This is 70 passengers on it, which means there's actually quite a few people using this. Unfortunately, at the moment, they all have to... Oh, wow, there's a lot of people who got off here. Oh, they all have to walk and bike at the moment. Oh my god, it's freaking... We've created Tour de France again. There it goes. There you all go. Now, where's everyone here going, by the way? They're all going left. They were not able to get through that light at all. See, I'm thinking... Okay, actually, that's what I meant to do before I leave. A lot of these streets, I didn't actually want to have traffic lights on, because they are smaller roads. Like, these ones don't have them. These ones don't have them. I didn't really want to have traffic lights, especially not there, because that's just sort of a couple of roads converging. Not even on that, really. Like, I don't want them on those, because it's just kind of like, check both ways, you should be right, mate, you know? Obviously, some roads can have them, but I just didn't want... Because we've got a lot of these little connections that I just don't think need traffic lights. Oh, it should be a bit better now. Might actually add more lanes to that as well. Said I was gonna... A little bit of a squeeze. Get more laneage. More laneage from side. Alright, so that's going to go there. So it's a little bit fatter now. There you go. And I might just go here. You know what? I'm going to specify. So right now, like everything's on the left. So it makes sense to have everything go to the left and have one lane go right. So we'll just do that. So I'll give them 2 ways to go. Hopefully they'll use it more than just that, which it doesn't appear that... how much would I bet they're going to change lanes here? Yep, they all change lanes further up instead of using both lanes. Oh, now they are. Nice. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Make sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. But we'll be back with more of this. Obviously, this road has become very busy. It will be interesting to see how this is affected. Because right now, we've got a lot of people going that way. I mean, this was always busy. But, I mean, we've got a pretty good connection. But I guess the problem is, even if you are over here, the quickest way to get to the city is straight through the middle. So we might have to do something about that shortly and turn this into a proper highway rather than having zoning on it. which wouldn't be too hard and would make sense. So maybe we'll do that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time for the 5th time, and have an awesome day.